Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel HP Tales. Today we will talk about 5 important things to know about Secretarial Standard 1. Are you ready for a quick revision? Then let's go. My first question is, where are these Secretarial Standard 1 applicable? The standard is applicable to all the board meetings of all the companies incorporated under Companies Act. There are exceptions to it like OPC where there is only one director and Section 8 companies. My next question is, who has the authority to convene the meeting? Unless otherwise provided by the article, any director or CS, or where there is no CS, any person authorized by the board on requisition by director shall take approval from chairman or on his absence to MD or on his absence to the whole-time director, and upon such approval shall convene the meeting. My third question is, when, where and at what time can the meeting be convened? Day. Unless the article otherwise provide, a board meeting can be called on any day, even it's a Sunday or even it's a national holiday. And an adjourned board meeting for want of quorum can also be called on national holiday as per Secretarial Standard 1. However, if you note that in Companies Act, there is a provision in which adjourned board meeting cannot be held on a national holiday. So, my question is, who will prevail, the Act or Secretarial Standard? Always remember, whenever there is a conflict, Act will always prevail over the Secretarial Standard. Venue. Unless otherwise provided by the article, a board meeting can be held at any place, be it registered office or any remote place. Note, a board meeting can also be held outside India. Time. A board meeting may be convened at any time. My fourth question is about the notice of the meeting. The notice shall be given even the meeting is on predetermined date or predetermined interval. It shall be issued by CS or where there is no CS, any director or any person authorized by the board. It shall contain serial number, day, date, time and full address of venue of meeting. The notice shall be given at least 7 days before the meeting, unless the articles otherwise provide, excluding the day of the board meeting. However, if the meeting is adjourned for a period of 30 days or more, then a fresh notice of at least 7 days should be given before the meeting so adjourned. And it should be given to all the directors, including the directors who do not attend the original meeting. Let's talk about shorter notice. Notice agenda may be given at a shorter period of 7 days if at least one independent director shall be present at the meeting. But if the independent director is not present, then the decision should be circulated to all the directors and shall be final only on ratification thereof by at least one independent director. However, if there is no independent director, decision shall be final on ratification by majority of directors, unless such decision were approved by majority of directors themselves. My last question of the day is, what will be the frequency of the meeting? The first board meeting shall be held within 30 days from the date of incorporation. Subsequent meetings. There should be at least 4 board meetings in each calendar year. Remember, it is a calendar year, and with maximum interval of 120 days between the two meetings. But there are exceptions to it. An OPC, small company and dormant company can hold one board meeting in each half of the calendar year, and the gap between the two meetings shall not be less than 90 days. And where a company is required to appoint independent director, they shall hold at least one meeting in a financial year. Thank you everyone. Let's talk about Secretarial Standard 2 in the next video. Till then, stay safe.